Actually, no, we're gonna start in Glentoran. We're going to start in Glentoran. Hello everyone, my name is Rituro, but you can just call me Mr. Unemployable. And I would say that title is fairly apt considering the end of Energiya NK's Parshaliha campaign. 9 points in 30 matches. The 5,000 to 1 odds were indeed accurate. Nothing could save this squad from relegation. 62 in the red for goal differential. Absolutely atrocious. Down goes that side, never to be spoken of again. I believe at the point where we were officially relegated and had no chance whatsoever of surviving the season, came against, I believe it was after the yes, it was against Bukovina Chernovice. Chernovice, that's an I, not an L, my mistake. That loss pretty much doomed the season. From that point onwards, it was all over. They did get 1 point off of Olympic Donetsk at the end of the season. Even picked up some fun results in friendlies to close the year out, but really it was all completely done and over. And I resigned pretty much as soon as that it was clear that they were relegated. All the players were saying, hey, we'd like to talk about all that money you owe us for not successfully surviving and our careers. And I went, yes, about that. Goodbye. So that was the end of that. Now, I'd like to point out where I came from. Remember how I left Glentoran figuring, I've gotten them as far as they can go, and there's no real point to, continuing, and I want to see more of the world. Well, about that, Glentoran FC won the league. That's right, this squad, I want to be absolutely 100% clear with what happened here. They won the league. 81 points. Over Linfield with 64, who would crush the league last year. 81 points! To absolutely throttle the rest of the Premiership, qualifying for Champions League, taking home the title. I mean, this is just insane. Now you might be saying, okay, well, what did the AI manager do when you left? What did Tiernan Lynch do after I left? Sweet nothing! He still has Curtis Allen, Jordan Stewart, he's still got Johnny Addis, Callum Burney, John McGuigan, Jamie McCraner, Marcus Kane, McCaffrey, Mullen. What do we got here? Some back here named Doyle, don't care. Beverlin, McAlorum, McKee, Nelson. He did bring on a left back named William O'Hanlon, 17-year-old prospect. Nothing much to speak of there. Ronan Lennon is still with the team. I mean, this is Danny Hughes is still there. Gary Yule is still there. This is the squad that I built. I built this squad, and they crushed the league. So I'd like to feel happy about that. But I kind of feel super jealous. Like, super jealous. I will show you this, though. In the rest of their season, they also, again, did not do well in Euro Cup qualifying. That's unfortunate. They lost in the County Antrim Shield. They lost in the Irish Cup. I don't believe... the NIFL Cup. My mistake. League Cup. The actual Irish Cup, they made it to the quarterfinal before losing to Portadown. They did not advance the All-Ireland Cup, but it doesn't really matter when you win the league, now does it? Now, if we skip ahead to this season coming for Glentoran, they are in qualifying against NK Maribor, which will be an interesting test for them. That'll be a fun one. But more importantly, I am now, once again, looking for a new job. And I applied for quite a few places here. I tried to apply for St. Pat's, and I nearly got that, but I botched the interview. Hibernian, again, did a much better interview, but ultimately was not chosen. So where did I end up? I ended up with Grimsby Town, and at the same time, I am the head coach of the Nigerian Football Federation. Let that sink in. Just let that sink in for a second. I went from completely stinking the joint up. Like, just absolutely a disastrous campaign. Bankrupted a team. But I did manage to get a continental license off of them, which got me the job with Nigeria. And while I was with Nigeria, I went and tried again to get a job and I got a job with Grimsby. So I'm in League 2. I am in England at long last. We've returned to England, not at the bottom, though technically I'm at the bottom of the Football League, so that's something. And I've just, like I say, I have just got on with him here at the very beginning of the preseason. Still plenty to do, though I have managed to get the number of coaches increased, so that should be fun. One of the assignments that I have is to build from the youth squad. So this squad will need to stay young if I am to stay employed. And just taking a look here at the squad, overall, not a horrible squad, just at first blush. We have some serious problems here, though, in our depth. Our center back situation is okay, but there needs to be a lot of work done to get this squad ready to go for this season. And again, we're going to try and do this from within. We're going to try and work with the U21s, try and work with the U18s. It's, as you can see, we got a long way to go. No call-ups survived, it would appear, so we'll need to see what we can do to try and maybe find some on the free transfer market to build this Grimsby squad up. But like I say, I've only just got on with Grimsby Town. Mr. Unemployable is once again has a club at the club level. But at the national level, I have been busy with Nigeria. My very first friendly with Nigeria was a 0-0 draw against Zambia. Now, this is with, again, I'm just grabbing whatever looks good in the pool and bringing them in. And the first thing that I noticed with the pool is that our goaltending situation is in crisis. We have one half-decent goalkeeper in Austin Ejide, currently playing, he's playing in Israel, so that's fine, but he's a 2-star goalkeeper on the national scene. And he's 35 years old. Not good enough. We absolutely need to find a replacement. So I've been combing the globe, absolutely combing the globe, looking anywhere and everywhere to try and find a new goalkeeper. Nothing as of yet, as you probably saw in the, as you can see, it was a fairly even match with Zambia. They controlled the possession. We were lucky to get that draw, I dare say. If you saw the national pool there, just a brief peek at it, I have been trying to get reports on anyone who could possibly help us. Still waiting to hear back on that. But we did have a match after that, and this is my first win as a national team coach. A 3-1 stomping of Madagascar. And again, Madagascar is fairly down in the rankings, not just Africa, but in the world. So this was a fait accompli. Still, man of the match performance from Mikel Agu. Pretty good for the Rio Ave man. Roaming playmaker, 3-star, 26-year-old. Pretty average. Should be a staple of the national team going forward. Certainly in that playmaking role, though. Shuksaneke, that is 4-star. Yes, please. Thank you very much. 22-13 were the shots. 11-4 on target. Let's take a look here at the match. Just fire up the goals here. And there's the match report. Alrighty. First goal will be in the 3rd minute here from Nelly Rasamuel from Madagascar. Again, I was very, very, very panicky when I saw this goal when I hadn't managed much against Zambia. And this is Nigeria. This is not a minnow in African football. So, this is one I'm expected to win. And an early chance here. It looked like it was going to go our way. No one could get on the end of that header, though. Cleaning up that early chance from Madagascar, but they came right back at us. Dada took a look up, moves forward. No one really challenging him here. Not happy to see him get that kind of free walk in. And then Rasamuel does well to get around his man. Gets on the end of that ball. Little touch as you like. 10th goal for his country. In penalty spot, though, Hinacho does well. Kelechi Hinacho does well in the 36th minute to equalize. So at least we're equal before the half is out. That wasn't all. Off this free kick. Well defended. And Nigeria immediately go to work on the counter. Ball from Meneke forward to Hinacho. Mikel Agu out wide to Musa. Poor defending there, but Musa doesn't care. Inside to Eneke. Eneke to Mikel Agu from distance. It's a beautiful strike. Finds the seam between the keeper and the post. Little flip. There you go. 2-1, and that would not be it. Eneke, the free kick hits the wall initially. He gets a second crack at it. Touches it into Mikel Agu, who turns, and it's his second. A wonderful strike right on the stroke of halftime. And Nigeria looking very good in that 3-1 win. I did try to blood as many youngsters as I could, get the kids some minutes here, try and captize as many people as possible. But it's going to be, I think it's going to be arguably the bigger challenge. Keeping Grimsby Town up is going to be tough, but making sure Energiya is still competitive and solving this goalkeeping crisis, that's going to be interesting. As you can see, we have some work ahead of us here. We have some serious work. Looking through the pool, as I have been, trying to find out who's worth keeping and who's not. Basically restocking the scouting report. So looking here at the stat that I have for Nigeria, I've had to do a lot of restocking here and certainly trying to find coaches who are half decent. My assistant coach here, Abubakar Salami, I don't know that he's going to stay much longer. A 10-9 are the two stats that I'm really care about, judging players' ability and their potential. I'm really not happy with that. That's not quite enough. However, there is a waiting in the wings. I mean, Finidi George, 16-16. Finidi George, that is your future, I believe, my future assistant coach here. When does Salami's contract come up? His contract is up at... Oh, it does not. I could get rid of it at any time. Well, that's nice. Finidi George, though, his contract is up, is not up, so he's not being paid either. I like this. I don't have to pay him. That's great. I will say, though, I think after a year in the job and I have, I have the clout, let's say, to start moving stuff around, I am going to promote him to my assistant coach. That just makes a lot more sense to me. He's got the tactical knowledge. He's got the big scores where it counts. He can motivate. He's got tactical knowledge. I mean, yeah, that screams assistant coach. So that will be the next move. Over with Grimsby, we'll take a look at their expectations for the season. Again, I haven't done anything with them. I want to make sure all of you out there got to see it before I did. Take a look at the expectations here from the season here in League 2. As you can see, no points on the board as we are currently in preseason here. It's still July, as you might expect. Looking at the profile, I mean, it's, we should be okay. I mean, I can't see us going down immediately. I mean, Bolton are already in administration and are 10 points off. So, I mean, there's only two teams go down. If we can't beat a team who's on a 10-point drop, I mean, that says something, really, doesn't it? Looking at the season preview, though, we are 150-1 odds to win the title. We are predicted to finish 21st, so we should, in theory, be okay. We should be okay. And right around there with Forest Green and Lincoln City, we should be able to catch Gateshead. But that is the trick, though, living up to those expectations and making sure we stay safe. So let's take a look here at a quick look at the inbox. We have been allowed to have 4 coaches now, which is fantastic. Really happy to have that kind of a coaching staff. Taking a look at the current coaching situation here, we have an assistant coach, a goalkeeping coach, and a coach. I would like to get a fitness coach, absolutely, so that we can have somebody directly working on that. After my wonderful Continental C license here, my stats are looking pretty snazzy here. Full 20 out of 20 for tactics, mental, technical, and defensive on 12. So, I mean, I can hold my own on the middling areas of coaching there. Fitness is still worthwhile. Attacking is actually better than the garbage that it was when I started my career. In goalkeeping, I mean, I'm a backup goalkeeper coach. That's not the worst thing in the world. But as you can see, we've actually split the coaching duties quite nicely here. So that should serve us well going forward. Just need a good fitness coach to help us on that, and we should be good to go. So how will I do as Mr. Unemployable with Grimsby Town and Nigeria? Well, you're just going to have to find out next time on Mr. Unemployable. My name is Rituro. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you like what you've seen, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends about the videos being hosted on youtube.ca/steelswords. I love seeing all of your comments. I've already seen people asking if I'm going to be doing another MLS series. Yes, there will be another MLS series now that the winter transfer patch has gone through. So worry not, in the days to come, there will be news about an MLS series. So watch for that. You can always watch out for all these episodes as they're recorded live at twitch.tv/Rituro, or if you'd like to talk to me directly, find out some more about that upcoming MLS series, Twitter handle is @thatRituroGuy. Once again, my name is Rituro. Just call me Mr. Unemployable. Thanks for watching, everyone. We will see you next time.